Hey, listeners, have you ever wondered what you're missing on the Patreon?
Let us ask you these questions. Do you like the Pre-Fixe? There's an extended version of it every week on the Patreon called the a la carte.
Do you miss your favorite dead celebrities? We have a medium who comes on to talk to them on the Patreon.
Are you an astrology buff? We have an astrologer who comes to the Patreon to read the celebrity stars.
Do you want to hear what we edit out of the podcast? Then you can listen to our cutting room floor episodes on the Patreon.
Do you ever wish we could fix you? Then listen to our all-tier advice episodes right now on the Patreon.
And if you ever want to kiki with other listeners of this pod, come to one of our hilarious live Zoom spectaculars.
Still not convinced? No problem. Head on over to patreon.com/fixingfamouspeople to listen to an example episode of each of these. Absolutely free. See you on Patreon.
Where's Shelley?
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's the final days of our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
This is Fixing Famous People, the podcast where two reality television producers pitch solutions to save celebrities in dire straits.
But first, let's get to the Pre-Fixe, your weekly pop culture roundup. Goodness knows.
Oh, God. Just do it. Just sing the whole score and let us all go through it. This misery.
I truly wasn't going to do that. And then at the very last second, I was like, why not? Let it rip. Let it rip.
Who the fuck? Oh, God, I got to look at the message. Someone was like, are you and Chris going to open the podcast this week duetting for good? I was like, no, 0%. How dare you?
0%. Yeah.
I think I said Chris will probably sing both parts, though.
By
an
myself.
Unprecedented bipolar duet, and nail all of it. You'll think it's two people.
Have you seen when the people do like half of their side is Glinda and then half their side is Alphaba, and then they like turn? That's what I'm going to do.
That is high drag. That would have been great.
God.
So I have not seen Wicked for Good, Christopher. The Fixing Famous People review, please.
Okay. Overall, the movie was great. I really enjoyed it. I saw it a second time. I enjoyed it more the second time, actually, which is also fair with the first one. The second time I saw it, and I liked it way better than, and not that I didn't love it, but the second watch was better. For such a shitty second act of a musical, which the second act of Wicked is a very shitty musical, it kind of all unravels in the second act. They did an incredible job of making sure it didn't unravel completely. And I think it was a great movie. I will say there was a ton of pacing issues in the first hour of the film.
At any point, did you openly weep?
No, I actually didn't cry at all, but Hassan cried enough for the both of us. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
But he also didn't know what was going to happen. So he was like shocked by it.
Oh, he didn't know the story.
He didn't know the story. So I knew what was coming. But
got it.
There are some things that they add in that are very good. Like it's a great movie. It just wasn't. Hassan's like staring daggers at me right now. He's like, I read the book. Yeah,
was he surprised? Was he surprised to see Dorothy in the movie? Was he surprised?
No. He wasn't surprised. He wasn't surprised. He's read the book, so he knows like that part of it.
Was he surprised that she was being portrayed by Marjorie Taylor Greene? Because I think many people found that to be, I would say, inappropriate. Yeah.
How dare you? But no, I really loved it. I can see where people were like, I mean, it's nowhere near as good as the first one. Right. Blank. Full stop. Like nowhere near as good as the first one, because I find the first one to be an almost perfect film. But
would you say something has changed within you?
Goodbye. But I can see where people would be like, it wasn't that good. I didn't like it. I can see where people would say that. I really enjoyed it. And I really think, and it's worth watching. I mean, if you like the first one, it's worth seeing it. Everyone does a great job. You know, I like the songs, the two original songs, one of them better than the other one. For Good was great. The ending is so good. Like by the time you're at the end of the movie, you're like, wow, this was good. But there are a few shaky parts at the beginning.
There is, you'll be happy to know if you don't already, a Galinda prequel being written by the author of Wicked. He is doing...
Oh, brother.
Yep. So obviously...
Don't know if I love that. I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think Ariana would play the role again because if it's a prequel, it has to be Galinda as an actual child or fetus. So I don't know what her involvement would be, but you know, the Reddits and all those arenas were exploding today at news of that. I would take a Wicked every year to witness a Cynthia Ariana press tour. I will say that in 2024, it irked me. This year, this is high drag. This is camp like you've never seen before. It is something we will talk about for years. Remember Angelina Jolie's leg on that red carpet?
Yeah,
We'll never forget it.
Could never forget it.
This is that.
Yeah.
Like you're going to think of red carpet. You're going to think of J-Lo's Versace dress, Vivica Fox in the clothespin thing with fucking 50 Cent. You're going to think of Cynthia
Halle Berry's
Erivo.
Oscar dress.
Halle Berry's
Oscar.
Just in general, the whole sphere of this press tour is a great red carpet moment.
Did you see the meme that was like, it's as if Cynthia Erivo is the only person that knows that Ariana Grande has a terminal illness. It's like,
it is
when
like
the one
that.
guy's like grabbing her arm and she like grabs the arm away and like kisses it and is like rubbing it and stuff and like protecting
it's crazy.
her. And, like,
It's crazy. The two of them together. So at the New York premiere last week, Cynthia Erivo had to buzz through the press line because she had either laryngitis or something was wrong with her throat. And so Ariana releases a statement that in solidarity, she will not be doing any interviews either. This is not, it's not Make-A-Wish. It's a movie about a farm.
In solidarity of what?
Fictional land. Or what? Of sore throat victims around the globe? I love this press tour. I can't. Like if Cynthia Erivo had broken her leg, would Ariana Grande have been in a wheelchair on the red carpet?
Yeah, in solidarity.
Solidarity.
We should do that. Why aren't we doing that?
But we should do things in solidarity with each other? Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, God.
It broke a lot of records. It made like quadrillion dollars.
Of course.
Both of their highest openings, I don't think it was the highest movie musical. Well, maybe it was the highest musical opening ever. I'll look at the...
No, I think the first one, it still is. Oh, also, Ariana Grande is the first person to have the #1 movie in the world and the #1 album in the world 2 consecutive years in a row.
Ooh.
That's a statistic.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. I like that one.
Eternal Sunshine did end up getting to #1, and then the deluxe version got to #1.
Smart.
And then the movie, and then both the movies. Yeah. I will say, a lot of people have been texting me and DMing me like with grievances about the movies and stuff. And like many of them, I'm like, yeah, but that's like not what happens in the musical. So like, this is what the movie that they had to make. So like, yeah, there's all these other things that should happen, but like, that's not what the musical is. So like, we're just at the mercy of what's happening.
Just deal with the art that's been given to you. Don't compare it to its previous versions. Just enjoy it. TikTok. God, they're so vicious on the TikTok. Oh, God.
The one girl that I watched, she was like, here's what they were missing and here's what they could have changed. And it was actually like, I saved it because I was like, oh, this is exactly what they should have done. Instead of the 2 original songs that were just solos. Like she was talking about like, we needed more chorus numbers because there's so many chorus numbers in the first half and that makes it so magical. And so I was like, oh yeah, you're right. And she was like, it could be a song about this with it. Like she like went off. I can repost it. But like, I was like, oh yeah, that actually like would have made it a lot better. And so there's definitely, there's misses here in this movie. Whereas like, I feel like in the first one, there's 0 misses. But overall, on the whole, I loved it.
Don't bring your hole into this #1. This is a family program. #2, were there cameos by Idina Menzel and Broadway's Most Polarizing Forehead? No? Okay.
No. Speaking of, we'll get to her.
So their characters were written out. Okay, good, because that disturbed me. Secondly, Broadway's Most Polarizing Forehead, no more. The Queen of Versailles will say bye-bye. Mixed reviews upon its opening, and it will close in early January.
It could have been like a Titanic 2.0 and it would have worked. They went too high right away. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, that coupled with the bad press was, I don't, no matter what anyone says, no one's showing up to that unbiased and giving a review after scandal plagued Kristen Chenoweth spoke about Charlie Kirk on Insta or Twitter, whatever it was. Like, I feel like that tilted everyone's view of it.
It's also the Queen of Versailles, one of the best documentaries ever. So it's you really, it's
see that
the highest bar to reach. You know what I mean? It was such
it's not
a
garbage story. Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll retool this and bring it back because to be quite honest with you, it seemed like Queen of Versailles, the story, it's just very of the moment, you know, with the super rich and excess and all this stuff. Like there is no reason why a musical of Queen of Versailles wouldn't have worked. It just didn't. And it's not only Kristen Chenoweth's fault. Like I've heard that the musical itself is not.
No, of course.
First rate.
Didn't you see it?
I didn't see Queen of Versailles. No, we had tickets and then
you had something else. You saw something else. I'm not going to say, but you were like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
I've already spoken about it. I was so disappointed with Romeo and Michelle. I just couldn't. That's closing, by the way.
Yeah, I bet. After your scathing review.
It was my scathing review. I don't know if that played a part, but, it was not beloved at all. I can't even put my finger on why.
A movie we all love. So like the bar couldn't be higher. Like a movie everyone loves, you know?
I would have liked to have seen it as a play actually, rather than cram a musical in there, but
sure.
So bye-bye Versailles. But since we've opened with Broadway, I will tell you that next year, there's a Silence of the Lambs musical opening on the West End. You know, it's rather an operatic tale to begin with. It really is. It might be good. Who knows?
Is like Hannibal Lecter going to sing a song called like, Do You Hear the Lambs?
Puts the lotion in the basket. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hear the lambs bleating, Clarice? Oh, God.
Fava Beans was my favorite number in that show. I love that.
Would you fuck me? ? From Buffalo Bill. Is that the closing? The one that brings the house down, the 11 o'clock number.
Those are going to be the two final numbers. I'd fuck me and I'm going to kill your dog, mister. Those are going to be the two final numbers.
Oh, God. I think I need to rewatch that movie. What a movie.
I saw it recently, actually. It's great. She's great, man. She's just she's like a robot. She's such a good actress. Speaking of the stage and speaking of Cynthia Erivo, by the way, I received my email reminder today that she's opening on the West End playing Dracula, which we mentioned to you a couple of months ago. So that will be the hottest ticket in London from February, I think, until April. So snatch that up. I would love to go back to that. I mean, we might.
Go. We might have to go. Dominic,
where's that company card? Did someone say company card?
We might have to go.
We don't know how business works. We just put this number down and we go places. Yeah, let's do it. I was wondering if there was going to be like a Pussycat Boulevard moment for me in London after Christmas this year when I'm bringing my show there. And I didn't know that Bryan Cranston was appearing in a production of All My Sons there. I think I'll go see that. The Arthur Miller play.
It's probably going to be really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one that like doesn't really do TV anymore, but does a lot of plays, I feel like. Don't you think?
He's great. Did you happen to see him when he was in Network on Broadway? It was one of the top 5 things I've ever seen on Broadway. He's insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was great. This past week, I saw Ego Wodum do a stand-up workshop at Lincoln Center. It was a 1-hour show where she plays Alexa. Amazon's Alexa. Like Amazon's Alexa is a black woman. And she's like, yeah, that's not my real voice. And it's she goes in the audience and it was definitely rough in the way that you were watching a rough draft because it was a workshop. But to see Ego Wodum, when we have missed her so much on SNL the past couple of months, I feel her absence when I watch it. I'm sorry. Like
was it good? Like, was she funny at least? Obviously,
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it was
not
rough,
everything landed. It was rough, but she's hilarious. She's her.
I'm so glad you got to see her in person. I'm happy for you.
It was great. It was a great night. And then we went to Joe Allen for dinner. I'm trying to sing a song here. And
Never forget.
We went to see Drew Drogi's new play, Messy White Gaze, in Times Square. Highly recommend. I mean, if you like Joe Mary, and you are an actual gay person, you'll enjoy Messy White Gaze. If you like Joe Mary and you're not gay or not from New York, some of Messy White Gaze might be a little too niche for you. Yeah. But it's very funny. And Drew Drogi is really funny. If you don't know who he is, he's the guy who went viral, I think before viral was called viral many years ago by doing a series of videos where he's Chloe Sevigny.
Yeah, Toast.
I'm Chloe Sevigny.
Sevigny.
Right. It's very good. So you should go see it.
Oh my God. He's really good. He's friends with Deanna. Deanna knows him really well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's very, very talented. He's a great writer. And just a reminder too, speaking of live performance, Dom We Now Are Gay Apparel, my annual holiday tour begins this week in just 4 days. Opening night will be at Hereafter, Belltown in Seattle. And next week, a week from today, which will be December 3rd, I'll be at Feinstein's at the Nico Hotel in San Francisco. And on Friday the 5th, I'll be in Palm Springs. And on Saturday the 6th, I'll be in Los Angeles and doing a bunch of other dates. So please go to the Instagram page for our pod or to mine or to domentary.com. Someone messaged me, a listener, and said after all these years listening, they didn't realize that my website was Domentary, meaning the word commentary, but with a D. And they thought for some reason it was domandterry.com. And Terry was some sort of elusive chanteuse or partner who I had on the website.
We should create a line of like bath salts called Dom and Terry. Dom and Terry. Because like David and Harry or whatever. Like we should have our cheater brand that's called Dom and Terry.
I mean, we're laughing now, Chris, but I have to be the one to announce to you, even though, I know you already know, but All's Fair 2 is a thing. All's Fair, Dominick. The Hulu series has been renewed. The much maligned, and by maligned, I mean universally shat on television show is coming back for a second season. And when you think about it, how could it not with all the power in front and behind? And it's probably got trillions and trillions of views that they wouldn't have had if it wasn't so bad. So,
of course.
I mean, I want people to work, but I just want their stuff to be good. And I like Kim Kardashian. Believe it or not, I like Kim Kardashian. I just think an actress should have that part.
That makes one of us.
Yeah, I don't think she's like an evil individual. What she represents for me, and I just think she needs to reel it in. Just going to law school should be the only thing you do. That should be it. If that's what you're gonna do that.
Don't make me.
And say
don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
Don't make me sing, Chris. Don't make me sing.
Don't make me do this. Don't make me be mad at her again.
All right, we'll move on. We'll move on.
Yeah.
You might feel better about her when you know that Khloe Kardashian is apparently the one that educated Kim to her point of view about thinking the moon landing was false. Just so you know.
What a surprise.
I don't know if that improves your opinion of Kimberly, but
it doesn't. But what are we doing here? Okay, here's why I'm mad about All's Fair, because it's like, yes, I get it. It's like, it's clickbait. It's clickbait as a show. Mm-hmm. And then it's like gonna get another season because it's clickbait as a show. Mm-hmm. But then what we all need to do is not even give it like, this is the last we should be talking about it ever, and let it just fade into the Ryan Murphy needs to fail at something. And I want this to be the thing because it's so bad. It's not even like American Horror Story where it's like the first couple seasons were really great and then it got crazy. Like it's just so terrible that like I don't want even to pretend. They've been going on press tours and Niecy Nash is like, it's so crazy that all the critics hate my show, but all the viewers love it. And I'm like, no,
that isn't the case.
That's not the case, Niecy. Sorry. Don't make me get mad at you now. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, Niecy's probably the best part of it. I mean, there are some Glenn moments, but did you see that Kimberly bought back that Bible that her father gave to O.J. Simpson? She bought it at an auction. She bought it back.
God. For what? Why would you want
more
anything
money? That Bible that it was more money than I have.
But also, why would you want that? Why would you want that? This is a Bible that my dad gave. That my dad gave to a murderer that ruined that ruined my parents' marriage and split my family apart. That's what you want to buy, Kim?
After he fathered my sister Khloe. Yes.
Yeah. No. Okay. Wait. Okay. I know that OJ. This is so bad. This is so bad, guys. Know that I know that this is so bad, and know that I know that I'm a horrible person for saying this. I know that OJ is on the unfixable ghost list where we were not going to contact him, but could we? I feel like we had one of these other ones where when we were going to contact Sunny and just see what's up. Can talk
with our medium? Oh my word.
And see what OJ has to say about Khloe. Is that too bad? That's bad, right? We're not going to do it. Never mind. I
don't care what he thinks about Khloe. I mean, if we want to bring Dame Erin Bagwell on here and have her ask OJ if he did it, are you willing to admit it?
Dominick, we know he did it. He admitted it on national television. They just took it away. Like we know.
Yeah, but I want him to inhabit Erin's body, and I want to see Erin do it like Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost.
Stop.
Yeah,
like literally.
That was not a Whoopi Goldberg
Molly, you in danger, girl. Like Dommy,
yes.
Dommy, you in danger, girl. Like that. That's what you want Erin to do. No, I don't actually want this, but I do. You, as you know, I want to really talk to Nicole Brown Simpson and just be like, "What's up?" and just be like, yeah, that's something I'm willing to do, but I don't want to have to bring him. I don't want him anywhere near her in the beyond. Anyway.
Well, while Nicole Brown Simpson may no longer be with us, you know who still is with us and reminded us recently? Tara Reid. I mean, back with a vengeance. Now, there was a video of her on a red carpet last week where she was definitely Slurrinderella. Okay. Like there was, I don't know what the event was, but we didn't talk about it on the Pre-Fixe. I don't even think it came up in the a la carte. It was on the list, but it just fell by the wayside.
Sure.
So she's been back. She's been out and about. So apparently this past weekend, she's in Chicago and is being shot by people with their phones, obliterated, and being put into a wheelchair. And then she announces the next morning that she was drugged in this bar. And then where I could get up, I know you just rolled your eyes so much you fell over. I'll give you a chance to get up, get your phone back, or swerve back on the road. And then she does an interview with Harvey Levin at TMZ.
Yeah, right into the devil's arms himself, by the way. You know what I mean? Like that's exactly where she should go. Yeah.
It was a mistake. First of all, she seemed fucked up in the interview. And they're like, so what did the doctor say? And she's like, they said I was drugged. He goes, well, what was the drug? She goes, I don't even know. The whole thing is a blur. And I'm like, Tara, you probably don't have people anymore, do you?
No.
Get a person. Get a person.
Right to Satan himself, to Harvey Levin, that fucking piece of garbage. You know what I mean? That was what you think he's ever going to be nice about you at all when you're coming to him with like the holy grail of story from like yesteryear that they're going to run all over their fucking newspaper and website?
Especially considering that she was part of the class of celebrities that was like, they were all patient zeros for patients zero for that whole class of TMZ, Perez Hilton, all this bullshit, like raked over the coals.
Yes. I know, but I feel bad. I don't like it.
You know what? I don't like it, but what I wish she had done when she got on, I wish she'd been on TMZ for 10 seconds and just said like, honestly, that fucking party was fun. I still got it. Peace out, Harvey. And then just logged off and went back to the bar.
She's lost. I feel bad for her.
Someone needs to step in.
Yeah.
She needs a person.
Good. She needs someone.
That's our instant fix.
Because that's the next thing. She should not be going on TMZ. And again, like she should have like her medical record with her so she could be like, oh yeah, I was drugged with this thing. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I want her to be okay. And I don't like this. That she's like out there alone.
You know where we won't see Tara Reid?
Where?
Competing in the Miss Universe competition.
This has like been such a thing. It's like still going on.
So we told you last week that one of the pageant executives called Miss Mexico a dummy in front of literally like all the other contestants. There was a walkout. He tearfully resigned. A couple of days go by. There's no scandals at Miss Universe until one of the judges, who I believe is a chanteuse from another nation, steps down because they say that there's a committee, an outside committee that has already politically and financially determined who the 30 finalists are going to be, and they didn't actually leave it up to the judges. Soon after that, a second judge leaves the Miss Universe contest, but the show must go on, and go on it does, except for Miss Jamaica, who falls off the fucking stage.
And hard.
And she's in the hospital just today. Someone in her family was like, okay, now it seems like she's out of the woods. But it started out as she's going to be okay. And then for days it was...
like, we don't know. Like,
she's not doing as well as we thought.
That's terrible. Like, terrible.
I know.
Not only, don't you have a guardrail on the side of the stage? Like, first of all, just basic safety for the stage. Don't love that they don't have that.
How does it happen? And by the way, is the primary suspect the judge who tearfully resigned after calling Miss Mexico a dummy? Is this an attempted murder?
No, truly though, like they're dropping like flies there, physically and metaphorically. when like two different judges leave, that's bad. You know what I mean? Like that means the jig is up. And you know what? I always used to think like when you would watch it and there'd be like 100 people on the stage and then they'd narrow it down to 30. I was like, they did that in like 5 minutes.
174. There are 174 nations.
To then have it be 30 from that. You know what I mean? It's like you see all these people walk out and they that quickly cut them down to 30. That always was very suspect to me. And now I feel that I know how they do it is that they already knew who was going to be the top 30. I believe that 1,000,000,000%, right?
Well, and then in the end, Fatima Bosch, who I think is a James Bond villain as well, Miss Mexico wins Miss Universe, the one that called a dummy. And as it turns out, but there's a connection, like her dad's in business with someone who runs the pageant.
Oh, brother.
So now this has turned into a Knives Out mystery. Get me Benoit Blanc. I immediately, like, what's going on with the Miss Universe pageant?
Did you see, was it like Miss Norway was like dressed up as a fish? Did you see that?
I didn't.
She was dressed like a salmon. No, Dominic, you didn't see this?
Oh, I did see her. I did. And it's funny when I saw the clip.
She's like opens the thing up and is like shaking her titties and then like puts it back. It was so bad.
I couldn't believe. I saw the dress reveal before I realized that it was her at the Miss Universe pageant. And when they panned to the audience and I saw that it was Miss Universe, I was like, you're not going to be able to unlive that. To live that down. Like that's your life's, that's your legacy right now. You are now Ray Gun on the breakdance team in Australia. Like, this is your breakdance.
Remember the one that was like, France, whenever they show all the people and it's the girl like, screw, that's her.
She'll never live that down either.
My God.
I guess congratulations to Miss Mexico.
I know, but so much drama.
All I can tell you is that if you have friends who are from Latin America, this is like the way when Christopher goes to a museum, you know you're getting 30 Insta stories. Everyone I know who's from Colombia or Ecuador or Venezuela, this is their Super Bowl and Oscars tied together. They take it very seriously. And next year, I'm going to make sure I set an alarm for all the TikToks of all the gay Latin bars in the city that air Miss Universe live, because that's where I'm watching it next year, because that's the most fun, because they take it as seriously as we take football or Brazil takes soccer. I don't know. It's like part of their DNA.
Yeah.
Moving right along, I don't have a segue for the attempted murder of Miss Jamaica at the Miss Universe pageant tied into another famous person getting an early release from prison, but breaking the trend, Jen Shah's early release, not a pardon. She's just famous, and that's what's getting her out. I guess very good behavior. Years early, which is, I guess, expected now. I think she served 2.5 years of a 6.
I don't like
and
that,
she will get out.
That's not enough. I think you should have to go 50%.
Christopher, famous people do not belong in prison. We've already established this as an American tradition. If you're famous when you go into jail, it's just a temporary situation. We'll get you out. And so, to the woman who killed Selena, you got famous for doing that. You weren't famous when you went in there. So you stay in there, lady.
Yeah. To quote you, bitty bitty bomb bye, bitch.
Bitty bitty bye, bitch. I mean, Yolanda's not famous, but we talk about her a lot on this podcast. By we, meaning me.
What do we think Jen Shah is going to say when she gets out of prison, that she's innocent? Do you think she's even going to have the audacity to do that?
You know, she lives in a world where she could get out and say, I did it, fuck you, and still have a life and career. That is our actual world. I don't think she'll do that, though. I think
is she buddying up to George Santos? Is her in a picture of her and George Santos next? Yes.
Maybe she'll be Marjorie Taylor Greene's vice president.
Running mate, yeah.
Speaking of which, listeners, we've recorded a Patreon episode where we attempt to fix Marjorie Taylor Greene. We didn't put it on main because
why?
We're afraid of some of you.
But also, why would we do that?
It's also, it's you got to pay for that one, but it's fun. We're not fans of hers, so it's a fun episode. You know, it's fixing famous people with an edge.
We're trying something, and we'll see if you guys like it or not.
You know, if it doesn't work, it's fine. We're still who we are. We're not endorsing anybody. This isn't a Kristen Chenoweth situation.
We call her deplorable.
Don't dare do it.
We call her a deplorable human being like multiple times.
All the D's, decrepit, disgraceful, they're all in there.
Yeah.
Madam President. Okay, moving along. So Jen Shah, that's TBD. I think she's getting out in December. We'll see how that goes.
I know it's like soon too. It's not in 3 months. Like it's like in 2 weeks.
Will there be cameras is the question. Because
No, I
cameras
don't think
being
so.
there means tacit approval that she'll be back on Salt Lake.
I don't think so. I don't think there will be. I don't think any of the women want anything to do with her either. I don't think it's like a...
They shouldn't, because this is, not to compare the two, but like what she did was worse than George Santos. Like she should be in there for, as far as all these joke sentences, she should have served time. Candy Burris and Todd Tucker split up.
Hard to
Did
see.
I know they were tumultuous? I mean, yeah, they seem like an intense, passionate duo, but I didn't see them splitting up. I did not.
No, tough to see it.
The season when I was the co-EP of Atlanta, which was season 4, which was shot in 13 BC, was the season they started secretly dating. And I shared an office with Todd, and he was in such great shape and was like living at the gym. And I would like playfully flirt with him at the office, which something is now that would probably land me in jail with a sentence longer than Jen Shah's. But Todd's a great guy. And, I would always say, why do you go to the gym so much? He's like, I gotta look like Bruce Lee. This lady I'm dating likes me to look like Bruce Lee. And it wasn't until like the season ended that we found out that it was Candy, right? Because they didn't publicize it. Sad for that though. Love them both. I mean,
they've
they're
been
good
together
TV,
for so long.
they're good people. Yeah, well, they were married for 11 years. Sad, but who knows?
Sad.
They've both been talking about it on Insta. I don't have a lot of details. They both just seem really sad about it. It's one of those sort of inevitable. Yeah, we wish we could stay together, but we can't.
Maybe they'll be away for each other for like 2 years and then they'll be like, let's just get back together. You know what I mean? I could see that happening.
Sure. I sound very sarcastic about it. Not everyone wants that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure one of them doesn't want that as a possibility at all, but we'll see. We'll see whoever pairs up first. They have a daughter too, who I believe is 10 or 11 years old.
They have
multiple
kids.
They have more than one kid?
No, Riley's not Todd's. Riley already existed before Todd. They have 2 sons, right? Ace and something else. And the other one is, I don't remember the other one.
Well, good luck on your journey. So it has been confirmed that White Lotus season 4 will be on France. So that is so stupid. I hope that's what I hope that's somehow woven into the theme. France. You're welcome, White Lotus. Let's not forget that his music supervisor famously quit last year, right? Mm-hmm. Chris and I are available for the job.
We're available.
False.
God, the second season song though. Oh, it was good. Anyway.
Yeah, that music I put on a dirty playlist. It's good. Yeah. And then when I'm in the middle of doing something dirty, I'll just pause and say, I love Parker Posey. Please continue. Yeah. It's good music. So Diddy's prison sentence was extended. So he's not going to be getting out in May of next year. Let's
celebrate that.
Oh, yeah.
To quote Oprah.
That's so not all famous people, to correct the wise sage Dominick Pupa from 6 minutes ago, not all famous people actually get out of jail early. So whatever the technicalities were, he's going to be incarcerated for a little bit longer than he was. I'm actually surprised that it didn't get more coverage because it was such a big story, him getting sentenced. And then when they announced that he's going to be getting out next year. So I don't even know that if he's going to get out next year. And there's also other charges pending with him too. His court cases are not over yet. There are other prostitution charges and so he won't be getting out in May. He might be there next Christmas too. Oh no, he will be there next Christmas. I'm sorry. He was already going to be there for 2 or 3 more years, but it might be longer now. I misspoke.
Okay, good. Good.
Keep him off the streets. And while he's off the street, in what is, trigger warning, filthy word, the most cunt move that I've seen all year that we should make up a Fixie award for it. The 50 Cent produced documentary called The Reckoning about Diddy will premiere on Netflix December 2nd. A teaser for it dropped today. His sworn enemy is the EP of the documentary about the mess. Wowie, wee wow.
This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see.
This is like Joan Crawford presents Betty Davis was a rapist. Like, that's this. That's this. It's amazing. Also, Betty Davis was not a rapist, but whew, 50 Cent. That's some drag as well.
I'm a viewer. I'm a viewer.
The teaser reveals absolutely nothing except for skyscraper highlighters that say from executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And then once you know it's about Diddy, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I could be literally him on a toilet and we'd be like, here we are. Yeah.
Our favorite story of the week involves, of course, one of our favorite people, Meghan Louise Markle, the Duchess of Schmuckers, who looked ravishing on the cover of a seemingly makeup-free Harper's Bazaar. And the article revealed that the interview, or one of them, took place at a townhouse here in New York. And the author of the article was in there. And then someone walked in the room and announced Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, before she walked into the room. And then Meghan did walk in the room. And then the writer noted that the three of them were the only people in the actual house. So announcing Meghan for the one other person there seemed like a bit much.
Why does she do these things?
I don't know. Well, since I read that article, I've been announcing myself into every room I walk into in my apartment. I walk
with no one in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dominick Pupa with his morning shit. And I just sit down and do it and announce myself when I leave it. Period.
Why does she do these interviews? They always ruin her. They always are mean to her. Like they never put her in a positive light.
She loves it.
And then on top of it, to do that, it's like we are rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. But like you must stop doing these idiotic things.
I don't know why anyone does a magazine interview. I don't know why Patti LuPone did the one that took her out of the public eye.
They always are looking for dirt. It's never just like, here's this nice thing about this. Like, remember what's his name? Jeremy Strong, whenever it was the story about how he was like living in like... Dramaturgically and like living in like... There wasn't living in like Naomi Watts' like pool house or something like that. And it was like... The whole article was just like showing how insufferable he was in every single way. It's like, it needs to be somewhat rage baity or it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? And it can't just be like, and here's about Patti LuPone's life. It has to be like Patti LuPone like eviscerates Audra McDonald in this interview. You know what I mean? It can't.
When we get famous enough to be doing interviews with magazines, if magazines are still a thing then, and if you're listening, you don't know what a magazine is, please Google that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. When we have our meeting about it, I'm gonna say I do not want to be interviewed by any magazine. I never, ever, ever want a reporter to be embedded with me anywhere. If you want to interview me, let's go to a coffee shop, 2 chairs and a table. I'll answer your questions. We'll leave. I'll even do a FaceTime if you want in an empty room.
We could do a Zoom. Like we could do this on Zoom and just have a record of it. You know what I mean? Versus
because you could talk to a magazine reporter, any reporter really, but it's really the magazine ones that really bore in there like little worms, where they'll come to your house and do a 3-hour interview and you can say the most compelling shit ever, but the whole first half of the article will be about what you have on your bookshelf in your den.
And like in a way that's like look how fucking annoying this person is.
Like,
you know what I mean?
How racist and or elitist they are at home, right?
Yeah.
And it's really like a comic book that one of their kids brought home from 3rd grade. And it's don't let these people in your home.
No. And it's like the audacity of this person to have a comic book. Who even has a comic book anymore? Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, yeah.
That's it. Look, freedom of the press all the way, but I'm talking about war correspondence and whistleblowing. I am not talking about anyone spending more than 5 minutes in Nicole Kidman's house to interview for a magazine. Stay away from Nicole Kidman. I don't want her or anyone else that I like to be maligned by the evil that has become magazines.
What is it? What did the lying press, or what is it? What does Trump call it all the time? Like
it's fake news. The magazines, they're not just fake news. They're just like inflammatory. But to your point, that's the reason. It's like magazines are dying and they are mostly digital now. And the only way to compete is to raise those eyebrows.
Yeah.
Make people gasp. I thought this was super cute. The actor who played Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter movies is now playing him finally on Broadway in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Yeah.
I know. Look, however we feel about J.K. Rowling, but I do understand that the property is important. Is important to so many children. And Tom Felton is the guy who your generation grew up hating as the villain. And now he's playing that role. The adult role is in the Harry Potter Broadway play, and he's playing it now. And they have increased their capacity. They're sold out now because of it. Because of
course they are.
What are Harry Potter people called?
Potheads.
Potheads? Because all the potheads.
They didn't have a name for us, I don't think. Times must be tough for Tom Felton, though.
Well, I mean, it's not like we have a
career.
Well, we didn't really see him since then. You know, it's like he sort of took a break from playing Draco Malfoy to come back and play Draco Malfoy. But I do think it's cute. He's 74 years old.
Yeah.
I'm joking. By the way, do you want to know what I read? This is, I don't know how I read this right before we came on the mic, but the woman who played, the fuck is her name? Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah.
In the Harry, when they shot those movies, so that character's 14 years old. She was 37 years old when she played the role. This is not me making something up. She was 37 years old. And when she auditioned for it, she didn't tell them her age. And when she got the job, they asked her not to tell too many people how old she was, because they just
were
thought
like, where's your guardian? And she's like, here's my social security number. She was like,
here's my AARP card. That's my guardian. She was 37 playing 14. Honestly, goals.
Beautiful.
If I could convince one person that I'm 49, that's a good day for me.
Sure.
But Moaning Myrtle in my 30s? Who wouldn't want that as a compliment? Anyway, so there's going to be a Rush Hour 4. This is not without controversy.
Dominic,
this is not without controversy.
Stop.
This is not without controversy. Brett Ratner, who was Me Too'd out of public life, only recently returned to be the director of a forthcoming Melania documentary, which I'm certain will be on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently the president of the United States mentioned something about, I like 90s action buddy movies. I wish they'd had another Rush Hour movie. How does Donald Trump even know? Anyway, 24 hours go by and they're like, the wagons are circling to do Rush Hour 4.
I'm upset. I don't want it. I don't like it. It's
just not necessary. I mean, I guess
it's not necessary.
What are the fans of Rush Hour called? Idiots? No, whatever they are. And if I've insulted you, good. I don't know. I don't know what they're feeling about it, but was there a clamor for Rush Hour 4?
No. Oh God. It's so,
you're getting it.
What an insane time that we live in, where it's like, that's what the president is worried about.
All anyone should be doing in Hollywood right now, all Donald Trump and everyone in Hollywood should be doing right now, is figuring out how the fuck we're getting Glenn Close an Oscar. That is the only thing anyone should be talking about. Not a governor's award, not an honorary bullshit. I mean, a competitive Oscar. After all she's been through being on All's Fair this year, that's all anyone should be doing.
I'm sorry, that's sullying her. It's dirtying her legacy.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, we got to dig her out of this now more than ever. We got to tether her to this award.
Yeah. It's going to be a hard hill to climb, Dominic.
Well, I do have better news. Coming to the New Testament known as people.com, James Van Der Beek's wife says that he is on the mend, that he has taken a turn and things are better. We reported on this very broadcast not 3 weeks ago that he was selling Dawson's Creek memorabilia to pay for chemo and radiation and the American catastrophe that is our healthcare system. And he's apparently doing better. So that's great, because we, even off mic, had said, you know, if you've ever had a relative die of cancer, you know when the adjectives change, where things are not good. And all the reports coming out about him, they were using words which were preparatory. And it seemed like it was, they were putting a time limit on him, and thank goodness for him, they have not. He will still be with us. That's now, good. As far as reboots go, if you want to bring back Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, starring James Van Der Beek, this podcast fully co-signs that.
Good to go.
We'll take a 2, 3, and 4 of that classic.
If that show would have came on like Netflix, like early Netflix, it would still be on right now.
Because it would have even been better because it wasn't broadcast. Like they could have cursed. They could have shown tit. They could have done all of it. It would have been a more adult show, which is what it was anyway. Oh, I love talking about that show. Every time I talk about it, I want to binge its very short life. There's something now called the TikTok Awards, and they are to be hosted by Lala Anthony. Are we nominated for anything? I believe we have 300 followers on TikTok.
I'm sure we're not, Dominic. The TikTok Awards of what? Like best dance? Like best TikTok dance? Like,
you know what? I don't. The article's right in front of me, and I don't even want to open it because I'm not interested.
I don't want you to.
They're right now next to, for me, as far as like prestige, they're at the moment akin to a Blockbuster award. Change my mind. TikTok Awards. Do something to change my mind. I love Lala Anthony. Hiring her for the host it doesn't do anything for me.
Also, everyone on TikTok's like, who's that? Like,
right?
Not to be mean to her, but like, it's like she's from like a bygone era, and that's like,
sure.
Shouldn't it be like Charlie D'Amelio, like as the host of the?
Who's the understudy? Ian Ziering? I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, TikTok? I thought you were cutting edge. Well, John Gosling got married. Only 2 of his children were represented of the 8. I don't know if there's any bad blood there. I do know that Kate Gosling was not in attendance. I'm sure she wasn't invited.
Yeah.
He stayed pretty low pro. I mean, we don't have to dwell on this too long, but our group chat definitely lit up this week. When some of the Epstein emails were released and there was a lot of talk about him, and we were told that he has a horribly deformed penis that is in the shape of a lemon.
Jeffrey Epstein does. But we knew.
Who did I say?
I don't know. I'm just clarifying. We knew
yes,
this,
that Jeffrey Epstein does. I had heard egg because I'd seen a depo from like years ago.
Same.
That one on YouTube where they were like, he has an egg-shaped penis and he gets up and leaves the room without
takes
saying
the microphone
a word.
off.
Like he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes. So now someone has said it's lemon-shaped. And I swear to you, the only thing that I thought of, not to make light of Jeffrey Epstein's crimes, obviously, but the only thing that I thought of was of lemon dick is that will there be a Wheel of Fortune before and after puzzle called Don Lemon Dick? Would they allow that on Wheel of Fortune? What are your thoughts, Hobson?
Dominic.
By the way, Wheel of Fortune, you're welcome.
Jesus Christ on a cross.
Oh, do you know this? So remember, they have that huge attraction in London called ABBA Voyage. It's just a concert of them hologram.
Yes.
I've seen it. It's exactly what you think. It's so much fun. They're opening one in New York.
Dominic, I'm lining up.
In Hell's Kitchen.
Lining up.
But this is the thing. They're doing this in Hell's Kitchen, like presumably on like 11th or 12th Avenue. And permits have been filed for some sort of arena situation. It's a big attraction. Like they fit thousands of people in there at a time. It's a very big. The one in London is an arena. It's a very big space.
It's not like a little black box theater.
Where's the room?
No, where would it be? Not at like Terminal 5.
That side of town.
That's what I'm saying. That's where like Terminal 5 is. That's where, which is like not a big venue. That's where like, there is no room. Where would it be? I would assume it would be at a big theater.
Maybe Gay Barry Diller will build another island out there. Maybe he'll build another island specifically for ABBA Voyage.
I want to go. I want to see it.
All right, so we'll look forward to that. Stay tuned, Patreonettes and Apple subscribers. Coming up on the a la carte, Ice-T reveals the real reason why he hasn't been on as many episodes of SVU. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau have made holiday plans. So this is a real relationship now once you make holiday plans. The teaser for the Hunger Games prequel has come out. There is a new RuPaul film coming out. There is a new Charlie XCX movie coming out. There is a new Billie Eilish 3D concert documentary coming out, directed by none other than Titanic's James Cameron.
Goodbye.
It's like, I want to see it. And then you get to that last part and you're like, come on, man. Come on.
And you're like, God damn.
Couldn't it have been Quentin Tarantino? Could someone die there? I mean,
no, not Quentin Tarantino.
What are we doing?
Dominic, don't wish Quentin Tarantino on anyone. Jesus Christ.
Why? Some people like feet, Christopher.
Let their
Give them a break.
Not everyone
can align with your fetishes. All that and so much more coming up. And while we're here, just another reminder, my holiday tour begins this Sunday in Seattle. Hope to see you all there, or on Wednesday in San Francisco, or anywhere after that.
The Fixie Award nominations for 2025 are out on the Patreon, and you need to become a free or paid member to vote for this year's Fixies. So if you are here right now, go to patreon.com/fixingfamouspeople and go vote for all of the awards. We're giving away a bunch of really, really fun awards, and we'll be airing that in December. So do not wait. Get your votes in now because they will be closing in a couple weeks.
And with Black Friday right up our ass, what can we say? The Fixing Famous People candle set is on sale yet again. As always, there is a limited supply of the candles. They smell delicious. One of them is called Subway Dust. The legend has it that Marilyn Monroe smelled this candle when the dust from the subway was blowing up her dress when she filmed The 7-Year Itch. And if you're a Patreon member, you can listen to Dame Erin Bagwell pull forth Marilyn's spirit and me use her actual voice when the subway air was blowing on her legendary hoo-ha, hence the candle.
And there's also the Long Island Iced Tree Fir scented candle. They are incredible. Everyone has been asking, when are the holiday candles coming back? Because they're like, mine's running low and I need to buy a new one. And they're out right now. So you can go to Wax Cabin Candle Company, or you can just Google Wax Cabin Candle Co. Fixing Famous People, and look at our socials, and all the links will be up there as well. The candles are incredible, and we are so glad that they're back. So go get them. They're a limited supply. So get them now. Perfect gift, by the way.
Absolutely perfect gift.
Last thing, you know what else is a perfect gift? Is gifting the Patreon to someone. If someone, or if you want that as a gift, that's what you need to be putting on your holiday list, is a gift of a couple months of our Patreon. Make your husband buy you our Patreon. Why are you giving me money? I need your husband to be giving you money. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Every single episode of this show, there is a link to gift the Patreon since we started it. So look at the link in the notes, in the show notes, and you'll find it.
It's a great stocking stuffer. We're fixing Lori Loughlin today with one of our podcast mothers, the one and only Kate Casey. And we will be doing that after these vital messages. But most importantly, America and beyond, happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.
Are you scouring the web for the best Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals? Stop it. Get Rakuten. Rakuten is a shopping sidekick that gets you cash back on gifts for everyone on your list. Right now, you can get up to 15% cash back at the stores you love. You can even stack cash back on top of the biggest sales of the year. That's savings on savings. It's more time shopping and less time searching. With Rakuten, you're always saving at your favorite stores on the things you're already buying. Cashback is automatically added to your account as you shop, and you get paid with gift cards, PayPal, or check. Or eligible American Express card members can even choose to earn membership reward points instead of cashback. It's truly a no-brainer. Now's the time to join. Up to 15% cashback ends on 12/2. Plus, new members will receive a welcome bonus after minimum qualifying purchases. Just go to Rakuten.com, download the app, or install the browser extension. That's Rakuten. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, Dominick, our guest this week, they have and they need no introduction because it's our podcast mother. And you know her and you love her from the long-standing podcast, Reality Life with Kate Casey. It's Kate Casey.
Ooh. Thank you for having me. Thank you for
biggest gun of all. Big guns? Nah, this is it. Bazooka, Kate Casey. Welcome back. Welcome back, mother.
Thank you.
Kate and I we're hot off of like a 6-parter about Love is Blind this last season that had the world on fire, apparently, according to Kate's DMs.
They better buckle up because we got Selling Sunset and then we're going to have Selling the OC. We have lots to talk about this year.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Chris appears on Kate's podcast much more than he appears on this one, which has his name on it. So
but actually, it is the
actual truth.
Yes.
Sometimes completely true. Like,
But then you won't come on for 7 weeks because you've got some project and people think we had a falling out and like we broke up.
No, people will. If I'm filming something, I can't just like pick up the mic in the middle of the day because I'm out in the world filming a TV show. Or like if I'm working, it's like can only maybe do this podcast, the Pre-Fixe, and that's all that I have the bandwidth for. But then when I'm available, Kate's like, okay, watch this. Okay, watch it. I say, give me my homework. And she just tells me, watch this fucking weird ass show. And I'm like, okay. And then, I do appear on her show more than I do on this show. It is true.
And still to this day, when I think about our Meghan Markle episode that we all did together on my show, where Dom pointed out that no one should take a bath in someone else's home, it still leaves me
you're
in
welcome.
complete fits of laughter.
Do you stand by that remark, Dominic?
1000%.
What did you say? The only people
he was like, guess what I don't want my guests to do. I know exactly how he worded it. He goes, guess what I don't want my guests to do? Take a bath at my house.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like that giant tub in the bathroom, that's not for you. It's for the people who live here.
Yeah.
What would you feel about if somebody took out pots and pans and started making themselves their own meal? Would you be like a little bit skittish about that too? Because I would.
Are they asking permission first, or am I just hearing pots and pans?
No, you're hearing pots and pans. Yes.
So just walked into my kitchen and started cooking without saying, hey, can I cook something?
Yeah, just boiling up some pasta.
I mean, I think it's unhinged, actually. I don't even think it's unusual.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
I would walk in the kitchen and say, what the fuck are you doing? They'd be like, I'm making pasta. And I'll say, you didn't ask first? And then they would say, do you mind? And I'd say, I guess not. And then go back in the other room. I guess it doesn't
matter because it's already happening. Yeah.
Well, you guys are friends with so many Food Network people. Maybe they would come in and like make something great.
Yeah, but they don't.
Well, we need other parameters too. Is this a person who's in my house, or did my super just key himself in and start cooking something?
Yeah, right. Yep.
I was actually going to say his name, but I will not. There's no way he listens to this podcast.
Please don't.
Is it like a really unique name that we would meet him in the wild and know?
You wouldn't. It's Pablo, and I don't know his middle name. So.
Okay.
It's probably Louise.
And he's not on Wikipedia.
On that note, not on Wikipedia.
You know who is on Wikipedia? Lori Louise, not her real middle name, Loughlin, who we are fixing today. Kate, you did pick Lori from a list. What inspired you to pick her from a list that included such luminaries as whoever else is on the list? I haven't looked at it in a while.
Well, I have two feelings about it. For the first part of her life, I find the show Full House to be one of the absolute dumbest shows that ever existed. I find that if I meet somebody who says...
Of course you do, by the way.
I think that was a really funny show, I immediately write them off the Christmas list. I don't get it. I don't think it's funny. I think they have a weird relationship with each other. I don't know why it was ever greenlit. But then I also have empathy for her because the Varsity Blues scandal was one in which I paid special attention. And for the moms involved, I find I'm a little bit more empathetic because in most of those cases, it involved a parent who is an absolute monster CEO, super rich person. And I feel like in those cases, the moms had to go along with the process and then they were in prison and then everybody writes them off. And I want for them only to have the ability to move into a new chapter of their life.
Okay.
So that was my feeling.
I will challenge you on that later when we get to the Varsity Blues scandal, but okay.
I also have a memory of watching, and Dom, you may remember this. Do you remember when Massimo and Lori were on an episode of Oprah Winfrey Show where she got to see people, like celebrities' homes? Okay. Chris told me this would happen.
I go, she goes, I remember this thing about Oprah. I go, ask Dominic, he's 100% going to remember this episode.
So they were like living in that weird castle, and at the end of it, Oprah is standing with them and she says, do you ever just like look around and go, I just can't believe how this happened? And he answers for her. He goes, I can. It's because of me. Even though she had all that success because he had just done that deal with Target. It was like, I made this happen for you and don't you forget it. And I thought, now that's a monster.
Yeah.
By all accounts, too. There's not a single good review on social Yelp of this motherfucker since this all went down. Not a one.
Yeah.
Even John Stamos. I love that John Stamos is basically like, P.S.
He's the worst.
I'm glad they're getting a divorce because he's a piece of shit. And I'm paraphrasing.
No, I kind of love that he stuck up for her.
I do too. And I love how it came when the coast was clear and that he wasn't. I'm sure he wanted to say something about it for years.
Yeah.
But out of respect for his
their
friend
marriage
and her kids and all that stuff. And I love that he did it. Like after it was a divorce, I love that he felt like he was in the clear and could just be like, we've hated him. What I read between those lines was, we've hated him since day one.
I think so
they
too.
were like, hallelujah.
For sure.
Yeah. Before we get too far into it, Dominic, why don't you hit us with the middle name game?
I'd love to, Christopher. This is the moment when we ask our guest and Christopher if they can guess the middle name of the person we're fixing. This week it's Lori Loughlin. Lori Loughlin, born July 28th. Yet another one of that's a Cancer, right?
No, Leo.
No, it's a Leo.
July 28th
Your birthday's the
Leo.
22nd. That's okay.
I'm at the last moment. I squeezed in Cancer by the hair on my chinny chin, as the big bad wolf says.
It surprises me a little bit, but she's born July 28th, 1964. She is 61 years old. She was born in New York City, New York. And, Queens specifically, but she moved to Oceanside on Long Island when she was 1 year old. And that is where I was born and raised. And then she later moved to a town further out on Long Island where she graduated from high school, which is exactly what I did. And it's in the town next door. Who knew that Aunt Becky and I had so much
that's
just similar origin story? It is.
So what high school did she go to?
Hotbog High School. I graduated from Smithtown High School, but I grew up in Oceanside. And apparently so did she. We even I went to 2 elementary schools in Oceanside, and we went to the same one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't get Long Island from her at all.
I thought you would have said Southern California.
She's
I believe
so
New York
SoCal.
City. I don't believe Long Island.
No, but I don't know. Even New York City, I feel like she's such a West Coast person.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get Long Island. And not that she has to be like a caricature of a person from Long Island, but like you can there's a vibration that you can get whenever you find out someone is from Long Island. And that's not, know what I mean?
Well, how old is she when she starts working in the biz, as they say?
Well, wait, before we get there, we have to guess her middle name, Kate. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is Lori, Lori, her real first name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
God, what if it was Louise? LLL, triple L. Lori Jean Loughlin. And I only say that because my mother's first name is Lori, spelled differently, Laurie, Lori. And my mom's middle name is Jean. And so I'm guessing Lori Jean.
Does your mom pronounce her name Laurie?
Not really. She says Lori, but
okay,
it's spelled Laurie.
Okay. I'm going to go with Marie. That was very much the middle name of that time.
Fuck, Lori Marie's right, isn't it?
No.
Anne. Lori.
Oh, well, that's the other one.
Yeah, I was going to say Margaret, and then I was like, then Anne, and then I literally was like, no, let me do Jean.
It's an Anne or Marie, and then a little after that, it was a Lynn, Lynn, yes.
Lori Lynn Loughlin, Jennifer Lynn Lopez. Anyway, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where now that I can Google, now that I'm allowed to Google her.
I mean, a career retrospective of her is almost unnecessary, but the bullets of it are she was a model when she was a kid. She was on a daytime soap opera as a teenager called The Edge of Night, which I remember being on at my grandmother's house. And then she did a couple of television guest spots, but Full House was her jam. I mean, from 88 to 95. I mean, the reason you know her is the reason the world does.
100%.
She was Rebecca Aunt Becky Donaldson.
Okay, Kate, here's why people liked Full House. This is what I'm going to say to you.
Okay.
It was, she literally guffawed as I said that. I love that people are literally getting an insight into what we're like with each other outside of the podcast when we argue with each other and yell at each other and are be like, oh, well, here's this thing I like. And we're both like, at each other
that
all
sucks.
the time. Yeah. I'm like, here's something you're going to hate. Like, I feel like the real reason that Full House was so successful is because it was kid drama for children, but then there was also adult drama for adults. The hallmark of the show was that there was this serious music that would come in and they would all be in their bedroom. And then Bob Saget would be sitting at the side of the bed with the daughters and he would give them a speech about how he loves them and that he wants it, which is Kate's kryptonite, by the way.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he loves them and they're always going to be together because they're family members and their family is everything and they love each other. And that's and it's always a parent and child or parent mediating two children or parent and other adult with a child mediating their drama. And there's always a resolution at the end of the show. And honestly, when I think about it, there's not many other shows that's like that.
I guess.
I just always remember like Danny Tanner like giving DJ and Stephanie and what was the other one's name? What was Mary-Kate and Ashley's? It was something.
Michelle and something.
Michelle. It was Michelle.
He would be giving them like a speech about how much he loves them and that like he's with them always. And that was like the nice like family-ish kind of bow at the end of every single episode.
I always thought Uncle Danny was so annoying. His jokes were never funny. And I hated the laugh track
Joey.
too.
Yeah. Uncle Joey. That was, what is his name? Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I only watched that show to just look at John Stamos.
Yeah.
Stamos from the front and back. There was no other reason for me.
I was young whenever it came out. So like we were watching and like I like watched the show because it was a show for me. And I remember like thinking Uncle Jesse was so hot too and being like, oh my God. And then when him and Aunt Becky were there and then they lived in the attic and then they had their own kids. It really, I'm not going to lie. It had a lot of good.
But by the way, like why were they in the attic?
No, because it's a sitcom. I don't know.
It's like.
But like the episode where Michelle was on a horse and fell off and almost died.
Oh.
Great episode. And funny enough, from that, DJ's boyfriend, Steve, became the voice for Aladdin because the show was so popular.
In the actual movie?
In the animated movie.
Right.
Yes.
I remember that.
As much as Kate hates it, it was a humongous television show.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, no one would dispute that. I also think it's just the origin story of everyone on it. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. Like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, billionaires, obviously like lifelong tabloid obsession. Candace Cameron Bure just continues to be controversial, opens up her own network because Hallmark's too gay, can only handle The View for like 1 or 2 seasons because she keeps getting lambasted. She's just got this whole, this whole storied career. Jodie Sweetin, always in the headlines, a lot for bad reasons, but now for being, sort of, I don't know if she's queer, but she's definitely like queer positive. And she did what was she? Dance Your Pants Off with Jodie Sweetin. Is that something? I remember
Didn't
that.
she have like drug problems for a while?
She did. That was all negative. Like she had a hard time with substances for a while and now is clean.
Yeah, they just weren't on my radar because I just hated that stupid show.
But even like John Stamos continues to be a sex symbol. He sometimes speaks and gets into trouble now, but he continues to work and pop up, and we marvel at how sexy he still is. He's 88 years old.
Although
Bob Saget,
he wrote a book that Chelsea Devantez and I skewered, and I do think John Stamos is stuck in like a period of time. Like he always goes to Disneyland. That to me is like the first red flag.
Well, look at his wig. I mean, he wears the same wig he wore on Full House. He definitely, he's still riding that high.
Yeah.
And Dave Coulier with his Alanis Morissette bullshit. He dated her, and people think Jagged Little Pill is like based on that relationship.
It is.
And then Bob Saget. I love that I'm like saying it's neutral, and then Chris says it is, and Kate says, is it?
It is.
We should do a whole episode about that. And then, of course, there's Bob Saget, who, beloved host of America's Funniest Home Videos, which was like a monster hit, even though
huge show.
Snobs like us probably never watched it. And
never.
Controversial. His death was controversial and very sad. But like literally everyone on that show has got like a story.
I interviewed Bob Saget's widow because she'd been on Special Forces. And then I was very bitter because she never shared the episode. And then she became a podcaster. So I do hope there's a part of her that goes, I should have promoted that KKC episode.
Tale as old as time.
So the only one that didn't continue to superstardom was Kimmy Gibbler. Like she's the only one who just sort of laid low.
I bet she probably got like a real job and went to college.
And she was the best part. She was the funniest one on the whole show. She was so good. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking of now? It was like the Brady Bunch. I know it's not the same show, but it was like my generation's the Brady Bunch. Does that make sense?
I think that's a great comparison, actually. Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, because when I thought of Michelle almost getting, like when Michelle like almost got a concussion when she fell off the horse, like it reminds me of when the Brady Bunch was in Hawaii and they had like a Polynesian hex on them. And remember, their tire got slashed by that thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? And they're going on the donkeys down like a gorge. Does anyone remember this? Just me?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. That's
Bobby,
what it reminds.
Cindy. Yes, the whole episode.
They had those kinds of episodes. Like, it really is like the Brady Bunch is kind of what it was. And they were all together in the house together, you know? I mean, but then Lori Loughlin becomes a humongous star and never really does anything bigger than Full House. Can I say that?
No,
right?
Just a question though about the biz. Did they all make enough money from that show that they could smoke cigarettes on a yacht?
Oh, yes. The syndication of that show gave them so much money over the course. Probably still does. Right?
I don't know.
I feel like at that time, like Friends, that all those shows going into syndication, to me, it's like in the 90s, that's like they got, even if their deal wasn't that great, it still made them like mountains and mountains of cash. Do you agree, Dominic?
100%. And it was a springboard to everything else they've ever done. Like, it was truly.
Yeah, because Lori became like a darling of the Hallmark Channel or something, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she probably has a high Q rating all the time, or did until the Varsity Blues scandal, right?
Until The View. Yeah. Wait, are we talking about Candace or Lori? I'm sorry.
No, Lori.
Oh, I was talking about, yes. So yeah, I bet that people only responded positively to Lori Loughlin until the Varsity Blues scandal.
Mm-hmm.
Was that your question? Because I thought you were talking about Candace Cameron on The View. I don't know why. I was just thinking of that episode where DJ had to prostitute herself in order to afford spring break with her girlfriends.
Not prostitute herself.
Prostitute to sell her body. She was a lady of the evening.
I always found the most interesting thing about Full House and Candace Cameron was that her brother was also an actor on a show that my sister loved. And my sister had Kirk Cameron posters up. And then we found out that he was super judgmental about like how women in Hollywood should act. And then he married his co-star. And then they went off the grid. And now he's like a pastor on fire or something. I found it fascinating what happens to young actors and their trajectory. And that is not something that would have been on my bingo card. But all those cast members, they're all really tight. So Candace Cameron is super conservative. John Stamos probably is not. Lori Loughlin probably is not.
Jodie Sweetin's like super liberal.
Super liberal. So but they all are really still kind of crazy tight.
Well, and it's funny because she, after Full House, she like is a guest star on like so many things. And because she's Lori Loughlin and because Full House was so big, they're like she's on Spin City. She's on Seinfeld for an episode. She's on, the Drew Carey show for 2 episodes. She's on all these different things. And then she had a show, and I remember this show called Summerland.
Oh, I loved it, actually. I really liked that. Was a good show.
It was on the WB. Oh, dear God.
Yeah, it was good.
The WB?
It was, I think, 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a drama. What is it? Like an OC-esque drama?
It was a great concept where she lives in this cute town, which is just outside of Montecito. And that she has to raise, it's like her sister or her brother's children. And then she's got these friends that live near here and they're kind of like hanging out. So it's got the Full House vibe of lots of people kind of participating in the rearing of children. But the kids were at an age where like they had their own storylines too. And then to your earlier point about Full House, then you've got the adults and there's like a love story lurking. But it was set in a cool place and it felt far more modern than Full House. Even in all the iterations that they keep having, it feels very like the 90s laugh track just never works for me. Summerland was really shot cool and they had very like cute, interesting people on the show. That is a bummer that show was canceled.
It came on after Seventh Heaven, which makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. And then in this little preview, I forget.
Weird,
oh my
with
God.
The weird dad
with another
like
rapey priest.
Yeah, literally. But then, hottie alert, Ryan Quentin was on it, who was Sookie's brother on True Blood. Remember how fucking hot he was? He was on it. And then Jesse McCartney.
Yes, he was really hot. Yep.
Oh my God. And Zac Efron for 16 episodes. And Carmen Electra for 5 episodes.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh my God. So many people.
It was a good show.
Wait, do I need to go back and rewatch this?
Why? This sounds like The Love Boat. Why did no one? Why was it not? Why didn't it make more waves?
Well, because it was on after 7th. It was
it was on a bad channel.
Yeah, it was on the WB after 7th Heaven. So like, who's? You know what I mean? It's all these like Jesus freak people that are like, should I masturbate to the show? I don't think so. That's sin.
Let me ask you this, because was Fuller House, because I truly didn't watch Fuller House ever. Was it laid out exactly like Full House, like same set, same laugh track, same rhythm?
Same sets, like modern version of the house. But I remember only watching the first episode of it. It was like a newer version. It wasn't exactly the same. It was a little modernized, but it was still like a 3-camera show. It wasn't a 1-camera show.
Dumb.
What?
Such a dumb show.
Yeah.
Like if I walked past a room, my kids would be watching. I'd be like, "Why are you wasting your time?"
Yeah.
Would you punish them?
Well, no. I think one time he was like,
"Hey,
there's this show called Fuller House," and I was like, "Oh God, I just don't get it."
Yeah.
But in fairness, sometimes I watch old episodes of Friends, and I'm like, "This isn't funny."
I mean, couldn't disagree with you more. Loved Friends.
What if they were watching the episode when I can't even do it. I'm so sorry. I can't even tell a joke. I'm an idiot, and we're going to move on from it. It involved Stephanie slapping Kimmy Gibbler and calling her a dyke, and I couldn't get it together. And just what I wanted to say was, if your kids were watching that episode, which seems educational, would you sit down and watch it with them? If it was a very special Fuller House.
I'd have to be like on opioids or something.
Oh, God. Okay.
Can I somehow make my fix for Lori Loughlin be that she appears on a third series called Fullest House, which is all about DJ finds out that all 5 of her children are homosexual.
Yeah. And they have to go live with Lori Loughlin, the Aunt Becky, because she kicks them out of her house.
Wait, because she's still living in the attic. She's leveled up.
I do think they did move out eventually when the boys were older, but that might be
and they
wrong.
had twin boys, because by then they were like, fuck this. We have these twin girls, and because my friend in town, her dad like worked with the twins and said that they were a nightmare, the Mary-Kate and Ashley, and that they were kicking themselves going, we should have just had one girl or 2 girls, not one. And that's probably why the Kostopoulos kids were twins.
Yeah.
Well, as it turns out, Becky didn't know that she'd had triplets. And in Fullest House, it turns out that the third one's been in the attic this entire time.
Like Flowers.
He's like a Quasimodo-like character.
It's like Edward Scissorhands is up there like alone.
No, it'd be funny if there were triplet boys. And in the Fullest House, where we like circle back with the Kostopoulos triplets, 2 of them are bald, and one has the Uncle Jesse hair, and the 2 bald ones are so bitter.
The one with the hair just looks into the camera and goes, "Have mercy."
Yeah. That was another thing.
God.
What a stupid line.
They all had. That's the thing. They all had their little sayings, because his was "Have mercy," and then Michelle's was "You got it, dude." They used to say that all the time, and then Dave Coulier's was "Cut it out." And that was like what he used to, that was in his stand-up all the time, was "Cut it out." And he would do those hand motions.
Why did you torture yourself with a stupid show? Okay,
I was a child, Kate, because I was like, this is what adult.
Yeah, but you were a judgy child. I know that.
But I still watched the show. Did Michelle get a concussion when she fell off the horse? I always wanted to know, I was like, it was gripping.
You brought it up 3 times in the past 30 minutes. I need ChatGPT to settle this.
Exactly.
No, she was fine. She woke up and was fine.
At your senior prom, did they play the theme song to the
show
and everybody went crazy?
Moving on.
Everywhere we look,
everywhere. It's a heart to give everywhere. When I drove over the Golden Gate Bridge for the first time ever, I played that song.
I bet.
Life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. What a song. Wow. And they live in one of the Painted Ladies, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, you're like, what was that?
Yeah, speaking of the Painted Ladies,
2 cats
I
killing
went to
each
San
other.
Francisco. Many years ago, I went to San Francisco with an ex, and when we went to go see the Painted Ladies, he was like, "Oh, they're the Full House houses." I was like, "Don't you ever call those that in front of me, ever."
Or do it.
That is not. They are the Painted Ladies, is what they are. Yeah. Oh, I never heard it called that before. Of course you didn't.
Okay. Anyway, what's that?
Go back in the attic with the triplet.
Quasimodo.
With Quasi.
Okay, so then she's on a Summerland. Then she like does like 9 billion things on Hallmark, right? Like one of which being the garage sale mysteries.
Oh, Jesus.
Is this an Aurora Teagarden moment that we're having?
Yes, it is. The
Aurora
garage sale.
Oh, God.
Teargarden. Oh, don't forget too that she was on that 90210 spinoff. I think she was a parent on one of those
Okay.
shows.
Yeah,
the
makes
one,
sense.
it was a CW or WB one. It only ran for like a year or two, but I remember her being on that. But yet nothing really moved the needle again until they pulled her, but what's seemingly out of mothballs to be on Fuller House.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these like Hallmark mysteries or whatever, they're like, we have 3 days to film this. And she's like, got it. And then she like filmed, you know what I mean? So they
Do you think she's the kind of person that everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's just like a barrel of laughs on set. She stays up late. She's
I think people love her though.
Yeah,
I bet she's like she's a very Susan Lucci on set. Like nobody dislikes her, but like a barrel of laughs. I bet she's just very professional, super sweet. I bet she gives people muffins. I mean, by all accounts, she's just like a lovely person who got roped into some bullshit by marrying the wrong person.
Yeah.
Well, and, having children that were, her daughter was ripe for a toppling. She was just one of those kids who right at the birth of the term influencer, like right around that time. And she was definitely a really pretty, flowery Caucasian target. And so for this to happen to someone like her, it was just like a perfect.
Yeah, by the way, her daughter must have been like, I don't need to go to college. I make a great living.
No, she's like, why did, well, that was half the argument. That was like the whole argument of the whole thing. Before we even get there, when does she marry Massimo?
Lori Loughlin eloped with Massimo Giannulli.
Ooh, what does that mean?
2 days before Thanksgiving in 1997.
Oh. So basically, I mean, if you were living under a rock, the college admissions scandal, which is called Operation Varsity Blues, blows wide open. And two of the celebrities that this befalls is one, Miss Felicity Huffman, which my iconic phrase is stolen from. And I quote, "Ruh-roh" is what she texted back when the guy texted, "I think that they're on to us." And just as famous and like for way more money, being like, accused of like spending way more money on that guy is Lori Loughlin. And I think it was to the tune of $500,000. And say what you want, if it's her fault, if it's his fault, if it's blah, 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 if it's that. I vividly remember her showing up to court in a mustard yellow suit.
I'm looking at a picture right now with the gray sweater.
She has a shit-eating grin on her face, smiling away, and like is just like, there is not 1 ounce of contrition on her face. And I remember seeing it and being like, I hope they fucking throw the book at this bitch.
You know what happened though? I'm telling you, I bet those attorneys were like, there is no way you're going to be found guilty. There's no way you're going to prison. I'm sure that when they said the verdict, she was totally shocked because those attorneys did her wrong.
Sure, but what you don't need to learn from Amanda Knox herself, you don't need to show up to court smiling away or like looking like, looking
Looks
like
bad.
deer in the headlights. You need to look serious and you need to look just like this is a serious thing.
And like I'm taking it seriously.
I'm doing a paparazzi walkthrough as I walk past my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and wave to the fans. Because that's what she was doing. You know what I mean? And I remember seeing it. And I was like, she thinks and the whole country was like, this fucking rich fuck thinks that she's going to get away with this. Like, how dare she?
And it's a shame that they didn't use her powers as a pre-existing beloved celebrity. Because we never thought that about Felicity Huffman through this entire process. Like she seemed contrite the entire time.
And
but
she was like,
Massimo
guilty.
Massimo himself just arrives as a douchebag. Unfortunately, hot or not, he just has the visual. And his daughter, Olivia Jade, again, this cusp of people, when people are just starting to turn on like this sort of condescending brand of influencer. Even the development of the word influencer was sort of controversial because that in and of itself seems a little condescending. So the kid and the dad are both douchebags. Angel and Aunt Becky should have been the one that saved this family, but instead she, as you were both recalling, like showed up looking like a bigger dick than both of them.
Yeah.
At court because she was so very Marie Antoinette about the whole thing, just like that this wasn't affecting her. And whether or not she actually felt that way, I don't know. But like, I don't know, like from what Kate was saying before, maybe she was misled or aloof because she just didn't look like she gave a shit.
You know who did show up to her trial looking like just serious? Gwyneth Paltrow.
Up to the ski trial.
Yes. You know what I mean? Like she showed up like in the glasses with the sweater and was like, this is very upsetting. Like, you know what I mean? Like she wasn't like giving a perp walk, being like, oh, hi, everyone. Like she showed up and was like, this is upset. I'm upset that I'm here. You know what I mean? This is, I can't wait to get this resolved. As much as we all were like cumming our pants, laughing about how, you know what I mean? And like falling over laughing at how ridiculous the whole thing was. She wasn't there like being like, isn't this a circus? She was there like game face on, ready to win the case, you know? And then I think the other thing that really is important is that like, they get swept up in this humongous, bigger conversation about like college, who deserves to go to college. Like, why is this like billionaire daughter like paying money to get into school when she doesn't even need to go to school? She can just continue to have her YouTube career that's paying her way more money than any job she's going to get. From the, it was this whole thing of like, look, this like merit-based.
It still is. It still reverberates. I mean, it was a genuine scandal where he was trying to get them into college on a crew scholarship. And the only boat they'd ever been on was their fucking dad's yacht. They never picked up an oar in their entire lives. Like it was utterly ridiculous. And it opened up a discussion because, college is expensive and not everyone gets financial aid. And some people bust their balls, die working themselves to death to send their kids to school. And this guy's just like, here's $500,000. Put her on the badminton team. Put her on the table tennis team.
Yeah, truly.
Put her on the Trivial Pursuit team. The photos up too. They made it look like she was like on an actual boat.
And the kids were like, my mom took these weird photos of me. And then like I saw them later and it was me rowing a boat.
Yeah. They were so checked out. They didn't even know what they were taking pictures of for their fake portfolio. Yes.
Yeah. The big argument was like that scholarship that she fulfilled was like taking a spot away from someone who in theory couldn't afford or didn't have like the grades alone to get them into the school. And this scholarship was going to get them there. Like that spot on the team was going to actually get them into the college. And so, it was bad. I mean, and I don't feel that she's ever truly recovered from it. Right. Like it's when I think of her, it's the first thing I think of is her in that mustard suit. And like how much I fucking wanted to literally have them again throw the book at her, as my dad likes to say.
Right. She will reek of it. She will reek of it forever.
Yeah.
I don't think she should pay for it with her life, but she will reek of it forever.
And then she goes to prison, right? For like 12 days.
Yeah, she went for 2 months.
Briefly.
Yeah. To like Martha Stewart jail.
Well, and also if she had maybe been a little less mustard suit about it, she could have been in and out in 2 weeks like Felicity was.
Yeah. I think Felicity only paid like $15,000, something way smaller. They paid more than most people make in 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Like $500,000 that they just like forked
which is so
over.
Stupid.
So stupid.
I was always impressed with how quickly Felicity and her team handled this. Like she just admitted to it immediately, avoided a trial, served the time. And it was, I feel like she was in and out very quickly.
And and no one talked about it because she was like guilty as charged. Like, you know what I mean? She's like, I did this. It was not right. I paid this much money. I am wrong. And then she was in and then she's out, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
staying blessed. Truly. She survived it.
Yeah.
Because as a result, only when I listen to crazy ass podcasts like this one and I'm reminded that she was a part of that scandal, do I even remember it? And it was a big story that year. But Lori Loughlin's always going to be associated with this.
I don't know if it ever goes away. And I know that she did something on Curb Your Enthusiasm and she tried to play a heightened version of herself. Like, I just don't think that it's too,
No, it's not. And not after that display in the courtroom. And wasn't there statements like, this is not true? Like, I remember them being like, we are innocent. Like, we didn't do this. Like, they tried to say that they were innocent and then they did nothing illegal. I'm almost positive that this is like what at the time. I remember them being like, no, this is a big misunderstanding. Not Felicity saying, yep, this is wrong. I was wrong. I did the wrong thing. handcuff me.
No,
Let's
I
do
think
it.
you're remembering correctly. No, I think because I think they were offered a deal that they turned down.
Yes. You're right, because then they had to actually go to trial because they were like, no, I'm not serving any jail time for this.
Yeah, but that to me, again, is probably the husband, Massimo, going, this is ridiculous. Like, he thinks he's above the law.
Of course.
Drags her down in the process.
Of course. So now we're only all re-talking about this because they're Splitsville, right? Lori and Massimo.
Yep. So this is her chance.
And they're Splitsville because she found text messages and he's got like a new girlfriend and she was pictured with him at the airport. But then there's a People magazine report that says she still has good feelings about her ex. I'm like, is this woman who's been in an abusive relationship for that long that she still is like holding out a candle for this guy who's clearly not treated her well?
But also, like, you're just now thinking.
I think that she was probably relieved when she found texts and there were paparazzi pictures. I think she's probably like, now I don't have to just stay together because this won't affect the kids. Like, now I can just leave.
Yeah, maybe.
The kids already know that dad's an asshole. So.
Also, this is the first time that she's finding text messages from his girlfriend, I'm sure. I'm sure it's the first time at 30 years into their marriage. And he's a prick. Yeah. An Italian prick, by the way. As one of the two Italian people that co-host this podcast.
So that's why she's in the news now, is because she's about to be a single lady again. And nothing says reinvention like an uncoupling.
This could be her finest years away from this loser.
She's got to do it right, though, because she,
do you think that she's just very saccharine and vanilla, or he made her into that?
No, I think she's a bitch.
Oh, really?
I just think I see it on her a little bit. I'm sure she's nice at work. But I'm saying she was probably like, get this the fuck. Like, I just see her like flipping out in their house and like throwing a mug against the wall and it like shattering whenever she finds out that they caught her.
See, I feel like
because I'm sorry, you're not moving $500,000. Even if you're a billionaire and you're moving $500,000, that's a big deal, is it not?
Yeah, but I feel like
it was more him than her, though.
Yeah, I feel like it was more. Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're right. I don't know.
She's been with that guy 28 years. She's still so in it. Like, she's still giving him grace when he's done her wrong so long.
See, that part, I think she's known it's been over for a minute, and this is just like a great reason to end it.
Mm-hmm.
Officially. I think that she'll always love him, but I think she knows that this is like...
Yeah. Point of no return.
You're still a viable... You could still find someone else and enjoy the rest of your life. Or not. Or just stay single. John Stamos is married, by the way. They've already approached him about, like, is this when it happens? And he just said, no, he shut it down.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I feel like that's his true love. I've read his book, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
That's his true love. His wife is so much younger, and what they like to do together is go to Disneyland.
Don't make fun of Disneyland, Kate. Not here.
All right. Do we feel whole? Are we ready to... I feel
whole. Yes.
Yes.
I feel whole.
Okay, good. All right.
We're at the arena, Christopher. The red carpet is yours.
Lori, Louise, Jean, Anne-Marie, Loughlin. I know, I just say a bunch of names. Okay, acting is not what I'm doing here. She is not a good actor. She's doing the garage sale mysteries goodbye. Like, I'm not gonna do Ryan Murphy, blah blah. Our usuals. Like, I'm not. I don't need to see her on the screen.
Okay.
What I need her to do,
the Aurora Slut Garden mysteries have ended.
Yeah. What I need her to do, because again, she's not washing off the stench of that, of like the we are not guilty. It just is so still on her.
Yeah.
I now need her to be a villain in real life. And I need her to broker a humongous apparel deal with Target. I want it to be like the Loughlin. I mean, it could be called Olivia Jade if we really need to go there, or like Bella Jade, or like some kind of brand that where we then see like Massimo is on this side, and then Lori Loughlin's line is on this side, and I want her to like...
Massimo's not sold in Target for years and years and years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
Wasn't it like their main thing?
For a hot minute, but then it was acquired by something else.
Oh, well,
that
regardless.
Guy's just living off of piles of cash.
Regardless, I need her to have her line in Target and it become this whole social media trend where people go try on like the Lori Loughlin line at Target. And like, to me, that is funny. And that is like, oh, you know, you're a piece of shit. Like, okay. And kind of like, it makes me laugh at her in a way that I really like and I think is funny. And it makes me, it's not her like coming back in and being like, I'm amazing. It's like, no, I like want to get this bag and I'm like giving him a middle finger.
Yeah.
And it makes me like her because like he's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Because I already know he's a piece of shit. So it's like, I now like her more because she doesn't like him. Because I can't wipe away the stench. Even just talking about her in that mustard suit made my blood boil and make me like, I was like getting mad about it all over again. Because I was like, you fucking rich cunt. You know what I mean? I was like, so. And that's my pitch. I want her to have a line at Target. I think it's so fucking funny. And for her to be on the Target commercial being like, wink, like that's so funny. And it makes me be like, oh yeah, you know that you're an idiot. Like, you know that you're like a piece of shit. And that's my fix.
What if she had a lipstick line in Target too and it was called Retaliatory?
Yeah, like something like that. Her in a Target commercial is funny, you know? Anyway, Dominick.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Lori and Loughlin. Terrible acronym, by the way. LAL. I wouldn't want to see that on a release anywhere. No, but think about this, parents. We say it all the time. Look, what are the initials? What's on the luggage? You're responsible for that.
And do you think people screw up her last name and they were like, is Lori Loughlin in here?
I mean, I think if you don't know who she is, sure.
Loughlin? Is Lou Goulin here?
I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think anyone's ever said Lou Goulin when they saw her name.
Has anybody ever botched your name, Dominick?
Every day.
With more frequency than I care to recount. Lori Loughlin, to use Chris's phrase, she will not wash the stench of this off of her, obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so this is someone, now, I mean, we're pre-settlement here. I can't imagine that she's going to come out of this divorce anything less than a multi-millionaire. Yeah. They've been married for a very long time. So this is someone who doesn't really need to work again or be in front of cameras. I mean, her body, her choice. But this is not someone who's going to be her. So she can do some great things for the rest of her with the rest of her life. And I think if we're going to play tongue in cheek here, that Lori Loughlin needs to open some sort of institution of higher learning that is completely free to every student who goes there. And they can exist either with her money or her endowments. Now, it doesn't have to be Pepperdine, but it should be like
Barbizon School of Music.
not even a Barbizon. Maybe it's maybe it is an acting school. You know, I mean, that seems to make the most sense. But where they would do it, it would just be a small program, even if it's only 100 or a couple of hundred students, and the entire thing is either through. But the point is, it's free.
Yes.
And that's sort of like the tongue-in-cheek joke, but also for her to rehab her image for looking like a rich bitch at the trial and just saying, well, actually, we're going to give this opportunity for free education to people who need it. And it's just a good way for her to spend the rest of her life. Mm-hmm. As far as acting, like normally I'm a go-to for like, let's put her here, here, or here. I just don't. One word I've never said in the same sentence with Lori Loughlin is range, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm sure that's not terrible.
Don't you think she could be great on like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
I don't. No. I actually don't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. I think that Aunt Becky is her Sophie's choice. I think that's her peaking in her craft.
That's it. Yeah. Right.
That's it. That's her. Like Holly Hunter had the piano. Lori Loughlin had Full House and possibly Full House as well.
Okay, so I go with Dom because I think in the end, if she wants to rehabilitate her image, she has to look like she cares about people who do not have the same opportunities that her children have, and that is important. Even though some time has passed, I would do it. And then if she did some sort of interview where she says, and it's not her style to go completely like, kabloy. But to go, I now feel I'm in a position both financially and emotionally to give back as much as possible and to provide children opportunities that wouldn't come without an extra hand or something like that.
If she like breaks off from him and then is like, finally, I can be like a philanthropist.
Yes.
Like that's like,
Yes.
that looks great, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Dominick, winning again.
I appreciate the accolades. Yeah, she's not going to do any of this shit. She's going to probably still just do what
nothing.
she knows, which is the Hallmark movies, and look like an idiot for the rest of her life. But if you opened a school, I mean, I'd send my kids there.
I mean, the last Hallmark movie she made was in
For free.
2018. I will say that. So it's like, she doesn't even need, she's not even doing that.
I'd be like, if I was at her house, I'd be like,
she's a bajillionaire. She doesn't need to do any of this. Yeah.
Enjoy your life, girl.
Yeah. Well,
thank you.
Thank you for your work.
I would say, where can people find you? But every single person listening to this episode already knows, because
that may not be true. So anywhere that you listen to podcasts, go to Reality Life with Kate Casey and sign up for the What to Watch list, katecasey.substack.com. You're going to get a list of what to watch each week, and I will save you a lot of time.
And Kate will shout out like what exactly, like, here, this was actually really good. Here, this wasn't good, you know? And sometimes when I come on your show, we have hits and we have misses. So there's times when we're like,
I'll tell you something that I just watched last night. It's called Somewhat Familiar on HBO. And it's this gorgeous couple from New York City, a gay couple who tracked their surrogacy journey. Cried my face off.
That's good.
Ben Higgum, he's a hairdresser for like Kieran Culkin and a lot of actors. And then his partner, Pedro, is Brazilian. And he's like a TV presenter. And they illuminate everybody to the experience of finding an egg donor and finding a surrogate. And I cried my face off.
Oh.
Dominick, where can people find you?
My website's domentary.com. My Instagram's Dominick Pupa. My TikTok is at Domentary. And I am currently in the middle of a world tour for the holidays. Dom We Now, our gay apparel. Please go to my website or my Instagram and my link tree to buy tickets. Christopher.
We're going to be there. Chris and I
we're coming in LA.
In Los Angeles?
Kate has a ticket with me.
Yep, we're going.
Well, that's next week if you're listening to this on... Oh, by the way, this is our Thanksgiving episode. We should say happy Thanksgiving to everybody who's listening. It'll be tomorrow, basically.
You guys eat Thanksgiving food? Do you like it?
Oh, yeah, I do. You hate Thanksgiving food. I already know. She
disgusting.
hates it.
Why?
She hates it.
Like it's like eating cardboard.
She hates it. She doesn't like anything fun.
No.
Maybe you're not cooking it properly.
Literally, and I can say that with confidence. She doesn't like anything fun. Anyway.
Do you just want some seasoning?
You can find me at the Chris DeRosa. You can find the show at Fixing Famous People, and you can find the Patreon at patreon.com/Fixing Famous People. I wish you both well, and as always, where's Shelley? Goodbye.
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments in person? We've got you covered. How about card readers you can rely on anywhere you sell?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, that too. Want one place to manage all your online and in-person sales? That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.